Day 3 is here. The FSL Valorant Showdown is up, and I am Donut, and with me is Quack. We will be your casters. And again, this is a showdown to showcase female talent, and we've seen in the past 2 days what they have to offer. And the first best of 3 is going to be with Peek Me Bro against Baby Girl.
Baby got to the hands again. But yeah, I mean, we were watching these teams yesterday. We've seen a lot of amazing performances. I think Alexi from Team Baby Girl, the Team Baby Girl's captain, had like 2 aces. She was playing as Reyna. I don't know what's going to happen today, but I hope to see a lot more performances. I hope to see every single player step up to the plate.
Yeah, and I think we've been seeing, given the map veto, right? We've been seeing a lot of this, like Bind, Haven, and Ascent. I mean, our wishes didn't really come true. The map genies didn't hear us again, and we're gonna go back to Bind, Haven, and Ascent, and this is gonna be their comfort pick. Probably they want to showcase their talent in an arena that they would actually be knowledgeable in. So I'm not really gonna question their judgment of picking Bind. Although this is going to be the old Bind, am I correct?
Yeah, Bind. Yeah. Same good old Bind. It's just
same good old Bind.
I believe it's it's one of those things. You're playing a show match. It's with teammates that you don't really have that much experience with. You didn't have that much time to train with them, so it kind of becomes a little bit like a rank pickup game. And you just go in for it. And you make the most of what you have. And the team captains, the ones with the most experience, are like doing so much. I think they're making some calls as well. I'm very curious to see how the comms of the teams actually go. But yeah, I mean, they've been playing pretty darn well so far. Baby Girl getting a 2-0. Actually, both series were 2-0s yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, both of the series were 2-0, although for the first day, Baby Girl, they had a 2-1 run, only because they were against the team of Oh Really, with the captain of Inari. But this time, I guess, both of these teams, they have a lot to show here in the map of Bind. I think yesterday you touched on a little bit of fun, right, with the teleporters. But I think now is the time for Yoru to be picked here. Well, the duelists, they haven't really locked in their agents just yet, so but Sway this time is gonna choose the Raze instead of Neon. We've been so used to her selecting the Neon because of her comfort as well, but maybe because of the sheer effectiveness of this agent will really boil down to her selection, all of the paid shells, all of that satchel ability. But both of the duelists, Alexi and of course Sway, are going to be selecting the Raze.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like one of the most optimal agents for this map. We've talked about it before. The way your satchels can provide so much mobility, your boombot being able to clear so much, and also just the paint shells. It's like an extra added bonus that you can refresh if you get 2 kills. Just a really solid agent, but that's why I'm more interested in the others that we've got going on. I know that Scherzinga has her lineups. What's more interesting is that they've actually kind of subbed out Maria, who was playing Killjoy yesterday, and they've subbed in Mulan or Combat Baby, who streams. They're part of the same team, so I'm expecting them to kind of gel together a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, probably because Scherzinga and you mentioned, right, she has more comfort. Now being the Brimstone, I know you said she has lineups, but yesterday she did so well as the Omen in the map of Haven, and I'm looking forward to see now Baby Brim to Brimstone to actually really shine here in the map of Bind. With only 3 smokes to use, you have to be efficient. You have to know where to place them, and you have to also time it well. But I am looking forward to see also V into play here, because I think yesterday it was Nicole G who played for her, right?
Yeah, it was Nicole G. Nicole G, who flexes a lot on multiple agents. She went on Sentinel yesterday as well. Although we know her best for her duelist plays. You know, she was Jet on the first day, Reyna yesterday, and today it's going to be V playing in her stead. V, who actually was the original player who signed up for this thing. So it all comes full circle in a way. Yeah. Baby Girl versus Peek Me Bro. I know that Scherzinger has her lineups as Brimstone, so that's something that I'm looking out for as well. Being able to go in with that execute heavy style of gameplay.
Yeah, what I noticed as well is both of these teams, the only difference in terms of the selection would be their controller. Panda yesterday did so well as the Astra for the team, right? So I guess she will be more comfortable as the Astra as opposed to selecting a Brimstone for Scherzinger as the Brimstone. So I think that's gonna be even though it's a small difference, it will be a big impact with how they do their playstyles. Because in the defense, I would have to say that an Astra can be proven so effective, right? With all of the Nova Pulses, all of the Gravity Wells. I'm looking forward to see for the pistol if indeed that Astra will shine.
They're just being careful though. Instantly 2 stars placed, which means that if you get pushed out, you're going to get sucked back in. Jameis already tagged down low. The paint shells does dissuade Panda from continuing to stay in her current position, though, but she just doubles back in, waiting for that spike tap. Scherzinger actually got off of it. Bait at the peak. That's Panda gone. Only 3 left for the side of Baby Gur, and they are kind of all stuck on the other side of Truck, which means they're not going to have a good time pushing up, Donut. They're kind of trapped in behind the corners. Terror trying to do what she can to push up front. A quick double swing. Alexi able to find a frag. And then Trace come through, of course. Terror getting one onto Sway as well. Mulan taking Alexi out, though. Puts us back onto a 1v1. Terror, low HP. Doesn't matter. Still manages to put 3 shots straight into Mulan. Getting the pistol round for Baby Gur.
Yeah, and this is indeed how it is shown. I think Terror just focused on that duck in of course in celebration of my co-caster. Quack.
Thank you.
But you do love these sentinel moments, right? Sometimes you're expected to be the last one alive and you're expected to deliver. And a lot of that weight in terms of responsibility can get to you. Sometimes there's so much pressure, but Terror was seamless for her. She just wanted to be very careful about her kills, and when it came down to the last one remaining, Mulan was full health. She was 20 HP, but she won that duel anyway. So now, actually, Baby Gur, they're gonna buy up Spectres all around, but it's also Peek Me Bros buy. They did buy up these Spectres because they got all the kills. 4 kills for them.
Which is pretty good. You might just be able to make it work, but you're gonna have to play it careful. Forcing in. Oh no! The corner was not checked. Depressed Choco. Actually able to steal a quick double, and now it's all up to Jameis, along with her teammate Mulan, who was way too far away. The spike only now getting picked up, and Jameis aggressing by herself. Not a great spot to be in. It's not impossible, but it's going to be difficult for sure. Look at how they're peaking together as a team. Mulan just not quite able to deal with that aggression. So, 2-0.
Just as we expected, right? But the buys there for Peek Me Bro is something that we really did not expect. Given that investment, they didn't really deliver. We've got 3 remaining heads for Team Baby Gur who are alive and kicking, and they're able to still use all of those weapons for this round. And given that by Peek Me Bro, they don't really have that much to work with. It's going to be Sway with that Marshall, although I don't doubt her skill with that. Alexi is just going to push forward. The Prowler is in. It has connected, but the kill came in a little bit late. The Depressed Choco is there to save the day. 9 HP for Alexi. And James Lim, she's forced to pull back. She knows that there is danger, but Scherzinger, she's the one to push forward because of this weapon.
She's posting up, wanting to watch the angle with the Marshall. All she needs is like maybe 1 or 2 shots. A well-placed headshot is enough to delete a player. The rest of the team, though, trying to pull out similar antics. It's just going to be tough because here come the white swings, a bit of a flashpoint, and Centenario will be able to get a quick double. She lost some of her teammates in that process, but it's not that huge of a problem. Main thing is Scherzinger has the Spectre in this situation, but getting tagged by this Aftershock. 2 hits, and she's gone. A perfect 3-0 start for Baby Gur.
Yeah, that's a great read as well for that stun. The first one was the aftershock, right? That's gotta hurt, but the stun as well, for them to know where the Scherzinger is gonna be, that's really pure awareness there for the team of Baby Girl. That's why they get the third round, but this time, of course, Peek Me Bro, they have Vandals on the board here. No Phantom at all, just all Vandals. They're here to play, they're here to get those one-tap kills. And I think this is going to be trouble for Baby Girl if they don't really hold and post in the correct positions. Then this might be an opportunity for them to get the one tap. And Sway here, trying to eliminate the bot first before they push forward.
It's a good idea to take out the bot, but in all this time, Donut, your good friend Terror, she's on site and she's just getting all of that information. Calling out to her team, neither side making a huge move, any sudden moves, big commitments. They know that it's not going to be a full-on rush from Peek Me Bro. It's way too big of an investment. They already lost 3 rounds in a row, and they don't want to lose yet another. These Vandals are really, really precious to them right now, and that's why they're playing it carefully.
They're just gonna play the default, right? Try and figure out where they currently are. Sway has been found out. And Alexi delivers with her ultimate. 2 kills for her.
30 seconds
and
left.
Mulan is looking for more to respond to that kill. But no, Depressed Choco is so quick with 2. Scherzinger is left all alone. 9 HP for Depressed Choco. That's why Scherzinger brings her down. But she does have the ultimate. She does have the spike. But against 4, this is going to be tricky for her. She's being hunted down.
And she just doesn't have time. So trying to go in for some exit frags, trying to save her weapon, but all of a sudden the stampede of footsteps scares her away, and maybe a little bit of movement and accuracy. She wasn't prepared to take the fight. So a 4-0, man. I need to see that replay again, because how on earth did Alexi get that double kill? What prompted her to go in with that showstopper?
My ears fooled me. I thought the showstopper was Sway's because she satcheled out, but apparently Alexi was the one who did it, and she got 2 kills.
Right.
And even Depressed Choco, she had no business getting the second kill. That's what's amazing to me. The first one, yeah, she saw her, but usually you would play back, right? But at the point, Depressed Choco, she has so much confidence to just push forward. This time they want to rush in towards the A site. Satchel's in, but in response is going to be that Nightfall, and Depressed Choco gets them all. This is the nightmare of Peek Me Bro, but Mulan and Sway, they respond with 2 kills. But from behind is Alexi. Mulan is left on alone with 5 HP. She does have the lockdown, but I don't think that's enough. The paint shells, that's going to be scary. Even that boom bot. She destroys everything. She dodges everything, but Alexi's bullets, she can't dodge that.
I am stunned. You said it all. You know that song from, how do you pronounce the name? Evanescence? Wake me up! They can't wake up from this nightmare right now, Donut. Because whatever they're trying, whether it's playing slow or just going in with a site execute, trying to push in together, yeah, they didn't have the firepower. And that is why you can feel so much confidence just brimming out of Baby Girl's cups. Like the way that they decided to play this round, the way that they decided to position themselves, they don't care if they're going in for duels. And now they're backing up, but here comes Sway trying to do what she can. The showstopper does not connect.
Such a long range though, but the bullets though, it connects, and now Sway gets one for one, and both of the lockdowns are in play. Peek Me Bro, they have no choice. They want to just leave and go around towards B. Taylor, though, she has this idea. All of my utilities are there, so I'm gonna just pop them out when I'm ready. As she peeks out, though, Jaima Slim, she's there for the kill. But Mulan did not expect Alexi to be just standing and staying there, just to make sure that they are ready for that retake. She satchels in. Jaima Slim is ready for that kill. Centenario doesn't doesn't do
Nice.
anything else. Panda with a quick kill with a Phantom. He knows that James Lim was there because of her fallen teammate. Time is running out. So much pressure to try and defuse the spike. Scherzinger is not gonna use the ultimate. They're just gonna go raw to get the kill. Finally around for Pygmy Bro.
Finally. It took a little while, but of course that's what these ultimates are for. That's what these ultimates can do. The way that Sway initiated this entire fight, satcheling in, pulling out the showstopper, kind of pushing some of the players of Baby Girl away. It created a little bit of space, enough space, and then going through teleporter and rotating and all that, just to get the spike down on B, gave them a little bit more control. Let's see if they can replicate that. So far, so good. The stun now peeking into Alexi, but it doesn't bother her. Look at this movement, this skill, Donut. What?
A great recovery after that satchel. She knows she tracked her opponent and made sure she still got that headshot. And the trigger discipline as well. If you see your opponent in front of you, you would just click your mouse button, right? But no, she makes sure that she's stable enough to get a precise kill before she sets on that trigger. So it's gonna be quite tricky now for Mulan. At least they still have that ultimate from the Brimstone. Oop, it's down now because Panda gets that 2k. And V against Alexi Showstopper. I'm not too sure if she's gonna dodge this. Just a direct hit. Alexi 4-3. This is a basketball game. She also gets 3 kills.
It's just too good. For lack of a better word, it's just good. It's not good, it's better. The way that she's been playing like this, the way that Panda is here to support and even anchor down the site. Pygmy Bro just can't quite crack into A. They've had some successes with B, and that's only when they manage to chip away at Baby Girl's defenses and then go in for a rotation. So, you know, it's one of those things where their composition, I think, Donut, kind of favors site-heavy executes, given the fact that you have a Brimstone, you have a Breach. However, with the way that they're playing it, it feels like they're lacking a bit of firepower. Every time that they push in, they're not quite able to win in those fights, in those duels, just because of Baby Girl's positioning, or even utility, maybe just pure mechanics.
Yeah, with how they're using that utility, right, it either comes too early or it comes a bit late. So timing is everything as well. If you have the Breach, right, the stuns should actually empower Sway to get on towards the site. Because you don't really have that, apart from, of course, the satchel plays that Sway is able to do, you don't really have that fast entry. So you have to be in time with all of the utilities that you throw against your opponent. If the smokes are down, then you only have 3 seconds to try and push forward, or else you have 10 seconds remaining for you to execute. If you lose one utility because of time, then you can't really Uno reverse card that anymore because you've spent it already. So I agree. The firepower, it could need a little bit of work, but at the same time, the sync up, maybe because of course Mulan is here and she's teammates with Scherzinger, but V, they still are trying to brew up that perfect cup of coffee.
Sometimes coffee is what you need. I know I could use a cup. But right now, it's just a little bit extra. Having lost that many rounds, they won't be able to buy up. They're they're doing a bit of a ritual, and this is on the side of Baby Girl. Alexi might be the one that's lost in the spirit world right now. Okay. Oh, is she back?
Yes, she has moved.
All right, she's out of the avatar state. We've got her back, guys.
Now we have her back. I think she's more than ready. You know what? In 7 rounds, I think it's all of the team captains being so good with the ult economy because of how much kills that they get. So it's not just the orbs that they're collecting, but also the kills. we've seen Alexi use 2 of her showstoppers already, right? And it has connected for both times. And we're gonna be seeing it fill up once again if ever there's gonna be a push here, because they're just walking right through Alexi's crosshair.
Oh.
Potentially. And I think they back out.
Yeah, this has happened too many times before. Going through the smokes, the nebulas, they don't quite work out for Peek Me, bro. I mean, it's in their name. They need Baby Gurr to be the ones to peek them instead. And perhaps playing a little bit slower could be the answer, but it is bind after all, and that's the tricky part of this map. Trying to find these entries, trying to find these picks. Especially with the way that Terra's hiding behind, but now flushed out because of the paint shells. Now Depressed Choco getting taken down. This could be their round.
They get in the B site. They dig down 2 as they enter, but Alexi is here and she's ready. Jameis Lim is very, very low as well, so maybe an aftershock will do that trick. It actually drives her away, but there is that big ultimate from the Brimstone. Scherzinger actually kills her teammate in the process. She's maybe struck by lightning there. She was also stunned as the team of Alexi just pushes forward. She is displaced by that satchel. The Centenario, she's not stopping at all. She's just waiting for them to push forward. She even pushes back a little bit. That's why her vision was impaired by that smoke. So now that's a great round by Peek Me Bro. They just play the waiting game, the patience game. Well, apart from, of course, Scherzinger attacking her teammate with that orbital strike.
Okay.
They did so well. It was a thrifty round.
Sometimes, you know, if the orbital strike is called and you hear that voice line, "Open up the skies," and then you stay inside it, it might not be Scherzinger's fault. Who knows? You know, maybe sometimes you just kind of forget, or maybe you're actually stuck inside. But whatever it is, a great round 1. And they are trying to do the same thing again. The B split going through, but here comes Depressed Choco. Judge with an off angle. She's actually able to push them back, able to stop them in their tracks, even going up front to confront V. This is a big problem, something that they did not expect. The shotgun of doom.
And even the Nightfall, she knows that there would be that breach will be deaf. Second of all, a little bit of panic because of all that sound effects that's running through her headphones. That's why she didn't really stop at all. Of course, if I am gonna use my ultimate, might make sure, of course, that it was worth it. And I think with that 2 kills with that Judge, very much so worth it. And this time, Peek Me Bro, they're looking for another site to push forward. And it's going to be Terror site. This is going to be tricky for them because look at all of the bots. And all of the traps are laid out for them. And they have 30 seconds to push forward. That hunt is going to be destroyed. And Scherzinger is going to peek out. Get Terror out of the way. Now no bots, but Panda is still here. She's still alive and kicking. Scherzinger, she has a choice. She has to be stunned though. She still gets the kill. 3k for her. And she has enough time for the plant. She has to reposition though because the Depressed Choco is behind her. The timing, it is everything, and it was not in favor of Scherzinger. The Depressed Choco gets 3 for that round. First 2 with the Judge, which was amazing, and the third one, of course, just timing against Scherzinger.
Yeah, just a little bit unlucky, perhaps. I mean, not really anticipating or even just expecting your opponent to play that way. And this is what Depressed Choco brings to the table. This is why we have her on Team Baby Gurr. She's not really depressed, all right? She's got endorphin. She's got serotonin flowing through her veins right now with all these highlight clips that she's getting. Just making use of the surprise factor, hiding in a corner with a Judge, finding the first one, sending out the Nightfall, getting the second, and then picking up a Vandal just to catch Scherzinger in the back like that. Well played.
Yeah, that very well played. Probably the reason why it's called Depressed because she likes hiding in corners with Judges. I'm not too sure. We may be overinterpreting.
We'll interview her.
Yeah, why the IGN?
I don't know. I like chocolate. I'm a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
probably is the complete opposite because she seems so enthusiastic about her game right now.
Yeah, truly. What's this? A little bit of a dry peek from Sway in towards Showers, and unfortunately it does not work out. So it's going to come down to this lockdown to pull everyone over onto the B side. I'm curious if this is going to be a full commitment.
It might be. Because that's the lockdown for them, but behind them is V with that teleporter and everything they could hear. I thought the Stinger would still get 2 kills, but Terror is there to ensure that there's a trade. Panda's gonna use the smoke to try and probably displace members. They're ready. Panda gets the first kill. Now it brings down to a 2v2. The smoke has dissipated, but there is still that orbital strike, just
One enemy remaining.
ready to be prepped. Now orbital strike is there. Panda survives until Scherzinger gets the kill.
And she's just waiting for it, and this is how they play. This is why they are both this Calais duo, and that's the team that they play for. They know their tendencies, and this is what coordination and teamwork brings to the table. Of course, Jameis just kind of buying a little bit extra time, extra information before the retake actually goes through. The execute worked because they had the lockdown first, and then picking off some of the other players. And of course, V lurking outside of the teleporter, just an extra cherry on top. 7-3, Donut, and this is... It's gonna be Baby Girl trying to fight back.
They did have this round by though, so... But it's gonna be a judge for Alexi, but I'm not doubting. Of course, we've seen Depressed Choco in the same position, just hiding in the corner. And just pushes at the right. Sway has an idea! They've died to that before, so I'm not gonna be fooled twice.
Good job.
Sway is gonna use this showstopper to get a second kill. Destroys that bot. And she might destroy anything that might come her way. Terror is just waiting here behind the smoke. And that bot is just gonna drive her away. Until the smoke disappears and Sway is ready for the kill.
She got hers. And then it's a 2-on-4, sorry, Donut, but here it comes. The retake pushing in doesn't quite work out. Every single bit of entering work captured by Sway.
That's a great way to start this, right? It was a 7-3. I have no doubt they can end it with a 7-5, given they've already picked up their pace. They're winning rounds back to back, and this is a great start of a momentum for Peek Me Bro. I was gonna call their name by their real team name. I was gonna say OG. But no, guys, this is a show match, and the team captain is OG Sway, and their team name is Peek Me Bro. Probably a call now as they are attacking. Maybe Peek Me Bro, and I'll maybe get the kill. For this last round, they don't really have that much. They have the Sheriff for Panda, but they're just waiting. Baby Girl, they know that they don't have enough, so they're just staying put for now.
Yeah. A bit of a big stack on the A site. Peek Me Bro hearing all those footsteps, knowing how to rotate over onto the B site. Waiting for that right time. As soon as this nebula from Hookah dissipates, they're starting to go in now. Alexi though, what? A Guardian shot, a bit of a collateral, and then the showstopper. 3-4 players gone. It's all up to V. And the lockdown pushes her away. Not much that she can do now unless she somehow wins out every single duel that she's got ahead of her.
30 seconds left.
And here again, the Depressed Choco actually is behind her.
Oh?
V gets a kill. Look back. We look back because Depressed Choco is here. And she is gonna haunt you. She's there, she pushed forward, but still with that jumping shot. With that Vandal. I thought she actually used the classic and say that's a classic, but no, it was a Vandal. Still gets a headshot.
I guess that's something that you can do.
Enemy remaining.
Who would have thought that You know, all you really need is a Guardian, maybe a rocket launcher, information on where V is, and throwing down that Siege just to bring her health down to about 50, allowing for Depressed Shoko to really go in for that point blank range bullet to the face. What an insult. 8-4, and that's the end of the first half. We move on to the next.
And given the bye here, I think Peek Me Bro, they have a chance, especially with the use of that incendiary from Scherzinger. And if they do show that aggressive play that they showed yesterday, they might have a chance here in this defense. But you know how Alexia is going to play. She's not going to stop at all, and that's the reason why. Even though you have a Guardian against a Vandal, a collateral is a solution, and my ultimate is a solution. She would say that for sure. And she doesn't hold back, and given that they're the ones attacking, I think we've seen this before, right? And yesterday when Alexi played in Ascent, once the sides have been swapped, their opponent didn't really get a score anymore. Because this is her turf. Attacking side, this may be her turf.
It really just might be. Even with their composition as well, it's a little bit more fluid. Having an Astra that can allow you to get some information. You have 4 stars to work with, so if the cooldown permits, you could get a third smoke off. And at the same time, just everyone here backing her up, getting that extra bit of value. You know, whether it's the Killjoy, the Breach, or the Fade. Alexi is enabled in all of these situations. Peek Me Bro, I don't know. They're gonna need someone to really anchor on the sites, because if they lose Scherzinger, if they lose their Brimstone, no more Sky Smokes, you lose that stalling potential, you lose that delay potential, and Baby Girl could just rush right in. Same goes for the other site. So they really need to be able to make up their minds, figure out if you want to play for a retake, or really just to tag people down as they try to enter the site.
Yeah, but sometimes though the Sky Smokes, even if it's in front of Alexi, she
might
just
just
still
run through.
push
You're
through.
right.
I mean, if there would be an agent that would have a combination of a Sky Smoke and a tripwire from Cypher, then that would be the best way to try and control Alexi's aggression.
I don't know, double Sentinel perhaps? We have seen like double controller setups on Bind before. There are teams who go for that Astra Viper combo. I don't know how effective that is, but I don't think most teams do that. It's really rare. Although it's really fun to do if you can pull off like Gravity Well Snakebite combo type of situation. Fade
you have nowhere
and
to
raise.
run.
Exactly.
Point.
Exactly.
Your HP is slowly decreasing, and at the same time, once there's the double damage coming in, you're just dead immediately.
Still, we're back to trying to summon the lords of
The Valor Gods.
Valorant tech pause PC issues.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not really sure which player is encountering that at the
V
moment.
right now.
But yeah.
Yeah, disconnected for a while. But it happens. That could also be a factor as to the performance. But that said, so far, we have seen Peek Me Bro with their attacking approach and kind of just how Baby Girl does not care. Even with the smoke, they're able to square up on either side, maybe hold an off angle or two, make use of some of these, I wouldn't really say unorthodox, but these really brave positions. Sometimes they get punished for it. We did see Alexi getting wall banged outside of Hookah. I want to see Peek Me Bro find that confidence. I want to see them push out on defense, because that could be the one thing that surprises Baby Gurr. But we'll find out. The round starts right underway.
This time here, I think they're gonna go unorthodox as well. Usually there would be an A push or a default play, but they all want to go to B. They want to destroy all of that utility first. Mulan. Whoop, that's gonna get destroyed, and there is that push out. But Terror actually takes the first kill here. The push by Peek Me Bro is gonna be
Spike down. B.
well, the
player
team of Baby Girl has just vanished in thin air because of Mulan and that duo between Depressed Choco. Oh, sorry, the fade of Peek Me Bro. But Terror here, again, it's a 1v4. She's already killed one, so this is a potential ace. I think before this round started, you bid her good luck, and this might be it.
Let's see. She does have the duck player card, the duck spray. What she does not have is any teammates because they're all dead. So much pressure. If she even pushes out of Garden right now, there's going to be an immediate threat to her left. And that is going to be Mulan taking the win for her team.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising. Look at this. We didn't really see a POV, but it was Jameis Lim and the duo between Mulan that really saved the day here for Peek Me Bro. Because Baby Girl, they were so ready to try and pounce on towards that site, but even before they left, they were shut down because of all of the utilities. One was destroyed. I think it was the alarm, that turret. But apart from that, it was just them and that crossfire. Now Sway getting these kills. Now even throwing in that pain shell to ensure that more damage is being done against Baby Girl.
She wanted them to peek her more. That's why she stayed up on that truck for an extra second. Just waiting for one more shot to go through because Baby Girl did not buy up this round. A single shot from Marshall is going to do the trick. They're just trying to be careful around it too. They know that there's a Marshall on this other side. They know that there's quite the number of targets to hit on the A site. So my question is, are they actually going to continue rushing into this, trying to take on that duel? Because that's not the best idea, and we're seeing it best displayed by OG Sway versus Panda.
Yep, and there's gonna be a second contender. It's gonna be Depressed Choco with a shorty this time. Switches on to the classic, but Sway is not moving, even though she is detected by that haunt. She's ready for the kill. She gets 3.
Spike down.
Her paint shells are refreshed in Centenario. What else can you do at this point? Nada, because Scherzinga is there to get the kill. Peek Me Bro, they're doing so well in this defense. It means that they're just posted up with whatever they have talked about during that timeout, that technical pause. It worked so well. It means that don't move a muscle, guys. We're just gonna be here. We won the pistol round. Our crossfires work, and that is our strength. And now the challenge for Baby Girl is how do they try and destroy that? How do they make sure that all of these crossfires, it is gonna be broken?
Well, they're gonna use their utility donut. They've also got their full buy this round, and the way with Alexi rushing into sight like this, not having a care in the world for both of these Nebulas, she manages to sneak behind, and Jameis has no idea. Showers being under contention as well is not a problem for this girl as she pushes up front to take Scherzinga away. 2 players left, the wind knocked out of their lungs, trying to recover. Mulan looking to avenge her fallen teammate. But what is this? The fade. The depressed chocolate. The one that will suck your happiness dry. She's going in for the flank, and they have no clue. Trigger discipline, but she manages to tap it away under anyway. No problem. Mulan goes in for the peak, and that is where it all falls apart. 9-6.
I almost jumped out of my chair because I thought that when she missed an immediate 180 turn and then she'll be dead with just the Marshall. But no, that didn't happen at all. It was Alexi doing all that work. When you say entry, right? You don't really say, okay, just break down the doors and climb over that gate. And then you're already at their territory. and it's just stolen away from you. And I love that she uses that satchel, but then immediately walks onto the site.
Yeah.
Means that I'm here, but you don't know where I am. Specifically where I am. And I love that about Alexi and how she actually plays the game. This time she's also walking slowly towards Hookah. James Lim and Mulan, they have this crossfire set up. Mulan is going to be the first contact, and Denario is going to be down together with Panda. Well played with that crossfire, but Alexi is going to be down as well. Mulan takes 3.
Supreme positioning. 'Cause that's the one choke point that's so tough to break out of, especially when you got to consider elbow, the little cubby before elbow as well. Now that they have the advantage, they're looking for a fight. And they're looking to take those rifles away. Baby Girl looking to push up front along with it. Press Choco, her prowler gone. The cat has been murdered, and Mulan able to spray it all the way down for the ace. Who is that girl I see? She's staring straight right at me. Donut, you know who it is.
Yeah, I think it was this one. It was Mulan. Yeah, but you know who was staring right back at her? All of the teams. They were speechless when they saw Mulan. And Alexi didn't really have anything. She was actually aiming down her sights at James Lim. But Mulan was there to save the day, to get the kill. An amazing ace for her. Just really goes to show that Anchor ship is defined by her. Mulan.
Mulan. Twitch.tv/commentbaby. I'm just kidding. Stay on FSL. 9-7 is going to be the score, and Peekaboo is starting to climb back into the game. Even with the way that they're holding these angles right now, Baby Girl just does not have the gun power to take these head on. So it's a little bit tough for them to actually walk in slowly right now. I know they want to be careful, but against the fully automatic rifles of Peekaboo, it's just a little bit tough. There was a little bit of a trade, but now just waiting.
They're just waiting, and Team Baby Girl, they're also biding their time. They want to make sure that even if they do have these weaker, I would quote unquote say weaker, but Alexi with the Sheriff doesn't say weak at all to me. Tara as well with that Sheriff is brought down by Jerzinga. This way is just waiting. They don't know that Alexi has been tucked in this corner. So they're just waiting. 30 seconds left. Alexi does have the showstopper. She could use this, but an instant headshot here by Sway. She was just waiting for Alexi to push forward. Choco is left all alone. There's a haunt thrown her way. What else can you do at this point? Nothing. Probably get a kill, but Jerzinga said, nope, nope, nope. I've already spent all my utilities. The Sky Smokes. She uses it early, but then she uses it to reposition. And I think that's the best way to really use all of your smokes. Not just to prevent them from going, but leave them guessing where you'll be if they push through that. And she gets the 3K for that round. Peekaboo, after finishing the half at 8-4, now that they're at 9-8. They're doing better in this defense.
That's just a little bit better. One more round, and they could tie it all up. And then, if they could find that double digit, it would be a whole lot more than just better. But right now, unfortunately, the operator will not work out. It will not help. Under the sights of Panda. Alexi creating that space as well, the showstopper, just holding them back, not allowing them to break through this gate that allows them to break into the B site. Mulan with her Nano Sword though, and that's one of those that's so tough to find as well. The lockdown even, just to keep all 3 players trapped. This is a Killjoy player's wet dream as she goes down to hunt every single player away. Panda managed to spray just by a bit, but Jerzinga was here, arrive on time. Here it is. This is what we talked about, Donut. It's 9-9, even odds for both sides.
Yeah, I thought that even if the team of Baby Girl, they have the first kill, it means that it will roll over. It will steamroll to get to a win. But no, Mulan says otherwise. That placement of that lockdown, I think it was also the ultimate from the Brimstone that was used to try and stop that plant. And I think that was Terror eliminated because of that orbital strike. But she didn't really budge. She thought that she would be able to really successfully plant down that spike. And Sway is here to save day again. Gets Alexi, actually. So no more of those satchel plays, no more paint shells. But they still do have the Nightfall and that Cosmic Divide available for them. So there is still a chance, even if some of the members, like the Press Choco, they have classics. She's gonna peek again. It's Sway's operator to greet her.
This time around, it's working out a lot better. And look at how quick she reacts as soon as she spots a shoulder. Gone. 3 players left. 3 sheriffs. And they're just trying to pick their targets. Take their time. I don't know if time's their friend though, Donut. Only 40 seconds left and Scherzinger spacing out these smokes. Ooh, what?
There is hope. Panda is here to save the day. She just did a drive-by kill with a sheriff. And V says,
Okay!
I am down. I think Panda's on a roll here with a sheriff.
Spike down.
With that Cosmic
One enemy
Divide,
remaining.
though, it gives them that safe space to plant here on A. There's not much
10
time to
seconds.
reposition, but there's 10 seconds. She fakes out a plant, but Scherzinger said, okay, you have no time left. There would be too much pressure, so I'll just push out and take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too much pressure. In that instance, it's Panda getting popped. Although she was the one doing all of that popping earlier on. Impressive work with the sheriff, but that said, just did not quite have the right requirements for the win. Right conditions, not really met. 9 to 10, and this is very surprising, Donut, because Peak Nebro are coming back in the game, and they just might be able to steal the win away from right underneath Team Baby Girl. Not unless Alexi can say something about it. We've seen this path before.
Yeah, she's just waiting. She peeks out of heaven, sees nothing. Now she actually
There
sees
it is.
Sway, and there is 2 kills. She's just playing deathmatch at this point. The Press Choco
standing.
also gets a kill, a second one, and it's down to Scherzinger. She gets the first kill. She assumes there would be a push out, given how Baby Girl's playstyle is, but nope. They're keeping their calm. They're just waiting patiently for her to make a mistake. But will she, though? Or will she just save this gun for the next round? Probably need
be
it.
save, yeah.
There is a
Oh!
stun, though, and they are here playing cat and mouse again. And Alexi, she's gonna be brought
played.
down by Scherzinger.
Oh!
That's too much aggression. It's punished by Scherzinger. Now it's a 10 to 10.
And then Terror just on the other side like that. That's so unfortunate. There's only one path that Scherzinger could have gone to, and I guess that's why Terror positioned herself like that.
Yeah, that was a fadeaway kill there by Terror, making sure that no guns are saved here. But I think they do have a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a lot of investment now in terms of even if three were killed by Scherzinger at that point. It's still fine. We still have enough money in our bank. You could still buy our Vandals.
Find you.
Just being able to buy back up also means that this match gets even more and more close. 10 to 10. And anything could tip the balance. Mulan doing whatever she can just to hold down this one position. I'm not quite sure why they're peeking into her. She is low. They wanted to trade, but not any longer. Orbital Strike blocking her off. Panda trying to secure the site, trying to prevent them from pushing out a CT, but they're just waiting. There's a bit of a lockdown as well. It sends Baby Girl all the way down B long. Panda, the only one on the site, couldn't even buy an extra second or two. Sway pops the showstopper now, and that's just it. That is her name on the dotted line, ending this round.
That's such a great way to end it as well. You know, it's gonna be a showstopper, an explosion of a round for Pick Me Bro. And I love how different now the look of Mulan is during the defense. You know, sometimes when you say a Sentinel main, you say, oh, I'm just really good at placing all of these traps on the site and then wait for them to come. No, Mulan's very proactive. She shows what it takes, uses and reacts to whenever there would be a call from the bot, right? And she pushes forward, she gets the kills, and I think that's the beauty of it. Mulan, you wouldn't really expect her to be there in the corner, waiting for anybody to push back and peek if just to check if the spike is being defused. So she's there to get the kill. Sometimes you play back, but sometimes you push forward. That's a great balance of a Sentinel.
And that's the ebb and flow of the game as well. I mean, that's the thing about Elbow. Just not quite sure if someone's holding that spot. Now pushing in doesn't quite work out. Alexi manages to pull it off though. Showstopper again, right underneath her. Somehow doesn't kill V, but that's okay. The Press Choco is the cavalry who arrives. Alexi, another paint shell. This time it blows up in Schwarzenegger's face. And the only one left is going to be Sway, down 32 HP. Left cold and alone, deserted all the way to the back of her spawn. She has to hold on to this rifle now. They are just about to reach match point, but Baby Girl comes in to take that away.
And look at the position of the team of Baby Girl. So much respect as well, because look at that. They don't push forward. They were a bit in this aggressive parts of the B site when they were taking it, but they pull back. They remain there. They remain calm and ensure that they are there for the trades. They're there for their crossfires. And at the end of it, they did expect still that potential push from Sway, but they did not overextend. So much respect for Sway as well there, even if she was low.
Just making sure not to overheat. I feel like if they had more rounds under their belt, they probably would have. But given that the score is 11-11, don't it? No, we can't afford to it. We want to close out this map. Let's not go into overtime. Although we would love to see that from both sides. Look at how cheekily they're playing as well. Sway spending the one blast pack to keep herself above level ground. Unfortunately, though, the Boombot gives away her position. Paint Shell's invested as well, and she's going to have to dump some of her own back in to prevent Alexi from pushing out. Alexi does not budge, even shoots out the Boombot. Now Sway's just trying to pay her some respect to Alexi as well.
They're here. There's the big cosmic divide, really separating the two teams, but that's going to be a safe space for Centenario to plant the spike.
Spike planted.
And there is now. The funny thing is, there's no push from anybody else. Complete respect for that cosmic divide, because that might be make or break for both of these teams. Still a 5v5 though. Looking at it, Drazinga takes the first peek, but Alexi was there just waiting for her. At this point, Sway is so blind. The sprays come in, but it does connect for Alexi. Throws in that paint shell to make sure nobody is gonna be defusing that spike. And it's a Kobe yet again for Alexi, and even the fourth kill.
Rest in peace. But Alexi, she's got that Mamba mentality. The way that this entire fight's been initiated. So curious to hear the comms, because someone must have suggested this cosmic divide. This one thing that takes away your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, allowed for Alexi to get into that corner. And yet again, she's dropping a 30 bomb. Yet again, she managed to walk with daylight robbery, getting 4 kills from right underneath Sway's nose. They will not be able to buy out this round, and this just might be the map over. Not unless Pick Me Bro does it. It's do or die.
Yeah, and sometimes, right, if it's match point mentality, sometimes for the ones at the with the lower score, sometimes it does give you that motivation that maybe we can really play for overtime. and they give it all that they've got basically. And Panda here, both of these teams, they're playing it so quiet. They're not giving anything away. But at that point, of course, in this chessboard, Baby Girl, they have to be the first one to make a move. Because Peek Me Bro, they're not moving a muscle. There is this crossfire between Sway and Mulan, but Alexi breaks it down. First one is down. The Pain Shell also displaces Mulan, and there's nowhere else to go. She is gonna get destroyed by that grenade. James Slim, she has no choice also to back away because there is that lockdown in place. 3 seconds,
left.
and it's gonna detonate. And Alexi has already consumed this part of the site.
Oh my
She even
God,
gets the
no!
2. Oh my god, I thought it would connect. It was so far away though. And Scherzinger and James Slim, they well know that this is gonna be dangerous territory. Alexi gets the kill with a paint shell, and she is out for the ace. Scherzinger is left alone. The blast pack is there, and even gets the 5th kill with a headshot. And this is just Alexi literally popping off.
Pop off Queen! It was so close! So close, Donut. Peek Me Bro almost were able to send this into overtime until Alexi just said, no, enough. I'm gonna get an ace. I'm gonna end this map off with an ace. And we both saw that showstopper. I literally had to hold my breath.
I thought it would connect. But the amount of time for that rocket to travel, of course, is a consideration. That's why Scherzinger just said, nope, I'm not going to die this way. I'm not going to give you the win this way. But Alexi said, okay, you're not going to die to my showstopper. I'm going to come and get you.
I've got, she... I don't even know what to say anymore.
You said you noticed the 30 bomb already before when match point struck.
Yeah.
And then when we noticed it, she even went further and said, I can do more. I can do more. I can do an ace for the last round.
I can't believe it. 10 first bloods, Donut. 10. That's just how good she is.
Yeah.
that's all I can really say. This is why she's with SMG. I mean, it's incredible. Like, you know that she's experienced. You know how good she is, because when we watch her play, when she goes in for these entries, the way that she kind of makes use of her paint shells, the boom bot, the way that she peeks in with I believe her teammate. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name. The Fade, the Prowler that was sent out, and then just
Choco.
Thank you. Yes, Depressed Choco. This is why I have a co-caster, because I'm trash. But yes, Depressed Choco, Prowler out, Alexi peeks off of it, knowing that, yeah, the crosshair would probably be like, below her torso, below her head, and it's easier for her to pick a fight that way. And then the rest of the round, it's just smooth as butter. We're just spreading butter on toast right now.
And that's the favorite. That's the favorite thing of all. If once you spread that butter over the toast and you say cheers to your teammate, and then you take a bite, that's what Alexi did. She wanted to finish breakfast already, right? And I think that's Alexi's way of really putting the cherry on top, actually. What a great way to end that. We were all surprised. We were just taken aback by the beautiful plays that Alexi showed. But of course, it's not yet over, because Peek Me Bro, they have a chance to redeem themselves. They did. That scoreline was very close. It was a 13-11, and we are going to be seeing the next map, actually. That's going to be Haven. Of course, we will just take a short break. FSL Valorant Showdown. We'll be right back.
Breakfast. Welcome back, folks, to the FSL Valorant Showdown, the place where we enable and encourage all of these awesome Valorant players to compete. I mean, right now, we saw... Okay, I don't want to talk about it. The ace that ended it all. Hey, I'm Quack. This is Donut. We're moving on to our next map. Donut, take it away. I'm sad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the last ace, because I think We've talked about it a lot, but I think it deserves so much praise. But no, I'm kidding.
Ridiculous.
It was a great way to end like a story,
It's-
right?
I
It's
know.
like when you're reading
Climax,
a good
and then-
book, and the climax is there, and then the ending was just wow, breathtaking, and you can't even when you turn to the last page of the book, is it really done? Is it really 13 to 11? I mean, I want to see more. Well, we're gonna see more because it's gonna be map 2, where of course Haven is gonna be into play. Sway's map, I would say, where she really did shine together with her teammates in the map of Haven. Her teammates actually earlier on would go head to head in terms of scoreline with Sway. I think it was Scherzinger and another player. I think once there is going to be that agent selection, I would remember
I
yet
think it
again.
might be
But
Mulan.
yeah, it is Mulan.
Right,
Mulan really topped the server with all of her killjoy moves, that lockdown that captured everybody else, and then she got a free 3k out of it. Of course, that's 7 orbs, ultimate orbs, but not necessarily free, but free kills for that round, basically. Great rounds for Mulan. She saw in her reflection that I am actually an empowered woman.
Yes. Without the what was that scene? She wiped off her makeup and she's like, in the mirror.
Yeah, it's
Great
still
movie.
it's still that scene. It's still that scene during that time, the one that we sang earlier on. Can you sing it again for us?
No, what? I did not sing. No. I was falling asleep during the break. I'm kidding. But here we go. I mean, we got to move on. It's a Haven. Maybe onlyfans.com/. No, I'm kidding. I don't sing. Where's this going? Oh, Jonah's putting me in a weird spot. Anyway, yeah, I do think this team has a lot to offer. I'm actually really curious to see how the entire, the full squad of Calais Esports plays when Game Changers does roll around. I don't know. Start asking in chat. Maybe the mods will tell us. I'm sure everything's being worked out, but of course, Valorant Showdown, this is all about supporting all of these players, giving them a space, giving them the opportunity to play alongside some of these captains, maybe gain some experience, maybe get some highlight clips. I think Mulan actually definitely got one. Some.
Definitely.
More than one.
I mean, when it comes down to the format, right? When you would see a show match with these captains, you would only see it in a best of one, and then everyone would just enjoy it and be hype. But this time, right? It's really a showcase. It's really more of a testing ground for whatever that you are, whatever that is to come for 2023, right? It's a stepping stone. It's where you get your feet wet first, and then maybe see, oh yeah, I did this ace, and it will motivate me to find a team for the next Game Changers, of course, and then see. I think Mulan is going to be part of a team, right?
Yeah, she is, along with Scherzinger.
Yeah, you said that she's also streaming. Do you think she's streaming right now, though?
Oh, I don't know if they're streaming right now. I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's a rule book somewhere. I don't know if there's a rule that says they are not allowed to stream. Maybe FSL could tell us. But whatever it is, the more the merrier. I think if everyone could just support FSL a little bit, because we've got year-round events. We got all of this stuff, a lot of Valorant, other games too, if you're interested in that thing. All to support women in esports, women in gaming, all of that stuff. And yeah, just Scherzinger, I think, streams as well. Sway streams as well. Alexi definitely streams, and then she's on a riot. She's doing her thing. Moving on to Haven. I don't know. We saw a lot of her on Jet yesterday. We saw the Raze on Bind, and it's really good. I feel like she might go back to a Jet, just because that's like a little bit more comfortable. I hope Sway goes in for Neon, though, because Sway's Neon versus Aneri's Neon was very close. I think Sway's is like just maybe, sorry Aneri, just a little bit better, because Sway plays it so much more.
Yeah. I mean, we saw how different in terms of the play style. There was a little bit of reservation with how Neri played her Neon as opposed to Sway, who is just so used to the movement of these fast, quick kills after there is that dash in towards the site, right? And with how she uses the fast lane, she could use it defensively or even aggressively and use it really like a highway on towards the site. Nobody's stopping her at all. And I think that's the reason why Sway as a duelist could be really more of a showstopper as well, because she could really try and capture you and how you would think, and and then if you already know how they would play, like the team, her team before Orangutan, if you already know how they play, they would do something different. And I feel like that is also one of Sway's specialties when it comes to her being the IGL, right? They would expect this. Let's do something to really confuse them, right? And to stop and try that conditioning play as an IGL. On the other side of things, of course, Alexi, she's just really there for aggression. But I think from her previous selection of agents, at least when she was with Brand Victress, she did embody that flex rule. She would use a KO sometimes. But now I like that I'm seeing more of that duelist in her, because it really fits her role and her playstyle.
It really does. She's allowed to, really stretch out and just show us what she's fully capable of. Getting aces on command. and even some that were like, maybe not really highlighted or seen as much, but she did get that little collateral of like a Guardian or a Vandal or something. I don't know how she does it. She's been popping off since yesterday. She's popping off again today. Is she going to pop off on Haven? That's the question. We were talking about mental conditioning, and I think Haven is one of those maps that really allow for that.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing, of course, what they are going to be selecting for this map of Haven. And I guess the things that we already said, Sway is gonna do her OG Neon. OG Sway is gonna do OG Neon. But at the moment, I think there are some substitutes for the team of Peek Me Bro.
Yeah.
V is gonna opt out of this, and Skeltra is in.
That's right. So interesting tidbit. Well, V, it's really unfortunate, but I hope she had fun. I hope she learned a lot. It's just internet issues. It happens. I mean, heck, sometimes our power goes out before the game's supposed to start. Skeltra is actually Sway's ex-teammate. They're both from the South Asian region. Skeltra used to play under a different name. Now she's rebranded into a whole new player, new different name. So we respect that. But yeah, they used to play together, and I'm wondering if there is that extra coordination that comes in the form of similar to what we see with Scherzinger and Mulan. Maybe they'll be able to combo together. Maybe they'll be able to pull off some really, synced up plays against Team Baby Girl.
Yeah, and I think that's what we saw with Sway and Nicole G yesterday, right? They were so synced up as double duelists. We saw them, a Neon and a Reina all together, and Nicole G just popping a lot of heads together with Sway. When they enter a site, it seems as if they're unstoppable. But on the other side of things, of course, we're going to be seeing Alexi. You predicted a Jet pick, and here it is. But Depressed Choco, yet again, would select that Reina. She does so well as the Reina, so I'm not really doubting this selection. But Panda has selected, again, the Astra. So both of these teams, they have Astra, but I think the most electrifying difference is that Neon pick instead of the Reina.
Yeah, and that's what we want to see, because she did play really well in that Neon, and she has the capacity to really allow that electricity to flow through her veins when she has that overdrive. Yet, like yesterday, Donut, she was just beaming everyone down. I wonder if she's going to do that again, or maybe she's going to actually push out, because they are starting on defense. Peek Me Bro, here they go.
And Peek Me Bro, are they going to be ready for this explosion here in A? Not really, because they're all walking in and running in towards the C site. And it is going to be Alexi with that dash in, and Depressed Choco, that beautiful entry crossfire. against Scherzinger.
Spike planted.
What's funny about this is Terror is also waiting for Sway. What she doesn't know is there is also Skelstra waiting for her to peek again. There is that shock bolt. James Lim is trying to defend the best of her abilities, but she's being shut down here by Alexi and Depressed Choco as well against Skeltra. That sync to try and flank did not really work here because of Terror's post. She was just really waiting for them to pass through, and that flank didn't really do them any good.
That's what happens when you have a Sentinel on your attacking team. A Sentinel who really knows how to perform in her role. Just lurking like that, watching the flank, making sure that nobody stabs them in the back. And Terror is that player. She is that person. She's that caster, and she's amazing. Go support her a little bit. Give her a follow. But you know what? Sway's amazing as well. She doesn't care. She's not going to let life take her down. She's not going to be, I don't know, bothered by all of this nonsense. She's going to push up front along with her friends, her teammates. They're all going in together, but they run straight into the crosses of Depressed Choco. She's running out of bullets, but it's okay. Swaps over to the go. Centenary here to back him up. A flawless win. It's the same scenario, isn't it, Donut?
Yeah, I mean, same flawless win, this time with a gun diff though. But what I loved about this is Depressed Choco's, like, trigger discipline. She waited for everybody else. She heard a lot of footsteps, but she wanted to guarantee at least 3 cross her eye, and then that's when she pulls the trigger. And it was just really a spray down there. And she took 3 down with her because Centenario just came to the rescue. It's a good call for Depressed Choco to ask for help. Or, of course, she would have died anyway, and her Spectre could have been picked up. But, of course, teamwork makes the dream work. And Alexi, she has just dashed in towards the site, and she gets a headshot through the smoke. How does that happen? But Mulan here fights back. She says, you guys are not the only one trying to get the kills here. Alexi with that second one against James Slim. Mulan still tries her best to wait for her teammates, but Sway actually takes Alexi down. That turret is going to be a distraction, but Terror will secure the kill and Sway will get the trade, and eventually Skeltra from behind ensures that her clone is down and they get the first round on the board.
Standard start, and this is what they needed. Slightly different from what we saw in Bind, and this shows that Haven is really a place where Sway can perform again. This time, of course, though, it was her teammate that did a lot of the anchoring. It was a lot of that defense on the C side that really managed to push Baby Girl off. They were able to get in the entry, but trying to stick at post plant, trying to actually get the spike down, that's where they ran into a little bit of trouble.
And Mulan just being a nuisance there by Garage, it means that Baby Girl, they weren't so comfortable when they took the C site. When the spike is down, of course, they have to worry. There's a potential retake that's going to happen there. And that's going to be led by Mulan. This time, though, Scherzinger as the Astra is just waiting here beside that platform, but Alexi gets a quick double. As Mulan just wanted a trade for her teammate, Depressed Choco. In this peculiar position, she wants to really get the kills. She may be greedy, and Skeltra might be there for the punish. The question is, do they just give the guns away? Depressed Choco has been spotted out by Sway. There is the stun and the blind. What else can you do? She's been immobilized. And James Lim makes sure that she drops down to the ground. And the retake is commencing. The drone is there to check if the spike is being diffused by the shock bolt, just to make sure. There's nobody here there hiding. There's also the Nova Pulse and Panda and Alexi. They're here, the cavalry, just waiting for everything else to happen. And there's no diffuse there by Sway for sure. She just runs away.
Yeah, gonna hold on to that weapon. And again, this is one of those rounds. We're starting to see Sway adapt to the situations at her feet. The way that she's able to eliminate the lurker this time. And Depressed Choco, she was able to pull off quite a bit with the Spectre earlier on. This time around, trying to lurk inside a garage. No, Sway's going to deny that. The problem is, though, Everyone's just waiting. The firing squad outside of C Long. Something that, you know, they weren't quite equipped to deal with without any controller. This time around, Sway's going to push up front, using the support coming in from Skeltra. Not quite able to get it, though, thanks to the Leer. Depressed Choco and Alexi able to do out so much damage. A long control, a short control, just blocked off outside of A thanks to the extra Nebula. Oh, no.
Thanks to the drone as well, Alexi is able to get another one, but Mulan makes sure that she gets two before she goes down. Scherzinger with that frenzy, wreaking havoc, but of course it's going to be Taylor and Panda to make sure that they secure another win. 4-1 for Baby Girl.
They are so fast, don't it? They're so fast, and they just decide exactly when and where they want to hit. Maybe getting a little bit of sense of that utility coming out, and then they'll play their way around it. And a lot of this is won out by a kind of push and pull. Alexi, she does go in really aggressively, but it's really kind of like what we would see from old school A Celeste. They kind of get a sense for what they want to do, post up a little bit, gather additional information, and then really just tear down the entire thing. That's what they're doing right now, knowing that there aren't that many guns on the other side. Dash is in, 9 HP, still trying to stay alive, teammates gone, the trades flowing through. Depressed Choco able to get yet another, and then Taylor the lurk this time from the bottom of garage window. A spot that wasn't quite checked. 5-1.
It's so funny because when you said they were fast, they showed it yet again. They're not just fast, they are furious. The duo of that entry between Depressed Choco and Alexi, it's as if the Pygmy Bro, they can't stop them at all. And all of them, they have the rules. You said that they garner this much information before they actually do anything, but sometimes not enough information is also enough of a trigger for them to just push forward and get that kill. But it might be a different story because Sway has her overdrive. She does set her eyes on two people, but what she doesn't know is Alexi is there together with Depressed Choco.
You are divided.
And that's
I think they had that already in their eyes, basically.
Last player
They
standing.
really are. Donut, okay. Well, as they made their way onto the site, there was a Bucky. There was Mulan, there was Skeltra. Able to tag them even further down. So this is not unwinnable. However, time is not her friend. She needs to make some new friends. You know, knock on their door a little bit. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, Panda. Come on, Centenario. No, they don't. They're content with just letting that spike explode. So Mulan's had enough of it. She pushes up front and gets the spray down. Just enough time to stick the defuse all the way to the end.
Clutch.
That's not how you make friends. That is not how you make friends. Mulan was so angry. You killed all of my teammates. You are now a foe. And she makes sure. And the way that she slowed down walking as well, because at any minute she knows that there would be a peek out there by Panda. She also had an inkling where Centenario is, so what she did first was try and isolate that. The way that she moved towards the right, because Panda, if that happens, Panda would not really have a clear shot at her. And then the moment that happened, right? It was just 1-2 and a diffuse. Beautiful plays there by Mulan.
Beautiful analysis as well, everyone. Thank you so much, Don. Please do support her at Jen Dadula. I'm right? Yes. Yeah. Okay, thank you. It's the way that she was able to retrieve that information first, you know, given the fact that they were peeking her earlier on. But this time around, what I want to focus on is the fact that a lot of the players on Peek Me Bro actually have their ultimates at the ready. And this means potential for retakes, potential for stalls. That is why Baby Girl are playing so slow this round. They don't want to over-aggress. A single step over the line and the round could be over. Given the fact that they are investing quite a bit into the round as well, this one has to count. 2 to 5. They're trying to make
And
it 2-6.
Probably. It could be, actually. But there's a big purple wall against their way. Thankfully, there's a Lear, dash in, and a cloudburst there by Alexi. But they know that there's nobody here in A. They try to fake it out.
Planted.
And there's nobody home. There's nobody guarding that A site. James Lim is gonna use that stun. But to no avail, no conversion just yet. There is a whole lockdown play. And if you go to that corner, you can die. So what they all do is just go as far away as they can possibly do. And Alexi is just here. She can see all of the heads. And who is this from the heavens just getting the kills?
No way.
And she even gets the last one, jumping up and down.
Oh my
That's how you play a jet. That's how you can be mobile. Just play with your food.
She has a Vandal. She swapped to the classic donut. That's a classic. That's a classic Alexi move. 2 players, a lot of players in fact, on the side, and she just dashes right into the thick of it, and she's still able to get the triple kill. So I'm actually kind of curious because that Cosmic Divide was a defensive one. I'm not sure what prompted it. I think they were trying to block off vision, prevent players from breaking through, but it kind of did the opposite because it allowed for Team Baby Girl to sneak onto the A site.
Yeah, they heard nothing past that wall. But now you can hear all of the shots here by James Lim, and the press choco is down. And it's a little bit of a treat there if they are able to retrieve that Vandal. A dash out here by Alexi. Who would have thought that she is able to get that second kill? Sway, however, makes sure that she retrieves the Vandal as she gets a kill with that shorty. They know they have to get rid of this Neon. They have to get rid of Sway, and that's what Terror has just done. Put Sway out of the way so that they can safely plant the spike.
wow.
But before that even happens, Centenario takes down the threat, leaves
Spike
Mulan
planted.
all alone.
And this is more than safe as well. Terror doing so much work. Mulan being a little bit scared. Alexi just knew how to time around that. Just knew where she would peek from. Her teammates had her back. So just watching the angle would do the trick.
Good. Last player standing.
And I heard the fake plant, right? I don't think it was a fake. It was really more of awareness. So maybe there would be somebody there by heaven. And Scenario was safe behind those boxes because there would be a teammate, but she made sure. Like, all of the threats eliminated first before I safely plant down the spike. And this is actually teamwork now. Baby Girl plays, the more that they sync up, the more that they really pledge all of their confidence to Alexi as an entry. James Slim caught in that sticky situation. 2 guns aiming at her from both sides. And Sway here and Scherzinga, they're left to defend.
Ooh.
But Sway gets the headshot clean as ever. She uses the stun as well. Takes a bit of bullets, 39 HP, but Mulan is here to save the day. While there is that heal, Mulan is gonna shut that down. There is that pre-fire, but Panda well knows that she is there and Sway is down. Now Baby Girl, they get 8-2.
Securing the 8 this early in the first half? Well, not that early, but you know, it's round number 10. But still, the fact that you have an 8 means that the best your opponent can get after this point is just a 4. And this is a huge advantage going into the second half. You have to consider how tough it is for Pygmy Bro to defend every single round. You know, ever since the pistol, Baby Girl has had lurks. Baby Girl has had flank guards. And Pygmy Bro continue to push out, trying to catch them off guard, but it's not really working. Terror this time actually gets taken away, but here comes Alexi, just inciting all of that chaos on the site itself. Panda with such a support. Alexi continuing to push in. Scouts are gone. It's down to the one-on-one against Sway, and she sticks the landing.
My
Last
gosh.
round in the half.
Alexi, when it comes down, I mean, that is a definition of a jet, right? And I'm not just saying the agent jet, but also with how she actually revs up and ensures that when she takes flight, it's a smooth process on towards the site. And she eliminates that. She knows that there were two on the site. She fixes her eyes on Sherzinga first, but she knows that she doesn't have a clear shot. She actually goes 180. She turns 180 degrees to get that first kill, and then eliminate the one hiding behind that platform. It's just amazing game sense for Alexi. And now she's here yet again. She calls for an 8 hit. She dashes on towards the site. There's nobody here to try and stop them. There's also 2 lockdowns into play. She tries to go up, but I think they'll be stuck here for a while.
Kind of
1
trapped.
second.
Oh! Whoa!
3 players detained. Oh, also 2 for the attacking
Well.
Killjoy.
Here's the thing though, 3 might be detained, but everyone is alive. That means that the remaining 2 teammates are probably watching their backs, and that means Sway has to go in, Sway has to break through the front lines, and the rest of her team has to follow in on it. Depressed Choco though goes for the super long flank all the way up A short, managed to take down 1. But that leaves Panda alone now, thanks to the trade from Jameis. The spike defuse has been stuck, and we end this first half with a 3-9 score.
Yeah, I knew immediately when you said it's still a 5v5 and then Sway is actually rushing in. I knew it would be chaos. Look at this. Depressed Choco did not really see that coming, that there would be a defender near short at that point. So she had her knife out, she pulled out the gun, and then after that, a sweep of kills go to the side of Peek Me Bro. And I think that you mentioned that once they have 8, right? The max that you can get is 4. But now, I think we have a curse in our hands, a potential one. Because Baby Girl, they're 9-3 right now. And Peek Me Bro, I know they're hungry for a win. After they've lost Bind so close, they want to pull back a little bit, of course. They have that momentum in their hand, and Alexi's just waiting here. So Sly in that corner, dashes out. Terror gets a kill, not Alexi.
Oh, it's a pretty good setup too. You have to admit the turret and everything just helping her out. Terror able to sneak away with 1, but here comes Jameis and the rest of the gang. Peek Me Bro. They're going quick with the rotates. They're making quick and smooth decisions, flowing like water, straight down the stream into the A site where Centinera expects them.
Yeah, but what do you do? Do you actually peek out with a classic? Probably do some lineups.
Oh,
Mulan
brilliant.
gets the best of Terror there. Sees the beanie. I think both of them just saw each other's beanies, but Mulan was the first one to get the kill. Now this post plant is evergreen, 4 versus 2 for Peek Me Bro. And it's gonna be the duo of the lifetime
One
here.
enemy
Centenario
remaining.
peeking first, but Jameis Lim eliminating Panda. Centenario picks up the Sheriff. Is able to do damage, but no kills just yet. So much pressure. Probably just aim for exit so you have the lead anyway.
Or at least try to keep them trapped on the site so that they might die off to the spike, but I think she was just trying to hold the angle in case there was a peek out, but they pre-aimed that position instead. Player with a ghost taking her away. So, you know, it's really unfortunate, but Baby Girl are finding a lot of these wins. There we go. It's Jameis with the quadra kill to end it all.
And now Baby Girl, they're not gonna buy up. It's just Alexi with the Sheriff, while the rest of Peek Me Bro Spectres all the way. Mulan doesn't. I don't know if she was able to buy armor though. Sometimes I worry about that. Like if you've already bought up your gun, you thought you also bought up your armor. But probably the priority is the gun against all of these. But Alexi says your Spectre will do nothing against my Spectre. Against my Sheriff, I mean.
Still, Mulan is on a lurk. She has been that sentinel similar to what Taylor did earlier on. Spots them, sprays them. Alexi
Spike
gets the
planted.
trade. Now she retrieves that Spectre donut. Oh, you know what she's gonna do.
Yeah, for sure. She is very, like, healthy as well, so no damage taken. It's Centenario here to be the first one to peek
enemy
out.
remaining.
But an immediate trade here by Panda. Trade on trade. And it's down to Alexi with that. Spectre, the long range, she knows that one is there by Garage because of that.
Okay.
The teammate death.
Starting
Way
right
as well as
outside.
waiting at the wrong side. They might be out of time. The gravity well did not
What?
even
Wait,
touch
no.
her. She is. Oh, I thought she was gonna get away with it. Right in the nick of time. Scherzinger gets the kill.
Oh my god. She probably thought that too, in all fairness.
One enemy
Yeah.
remaining.
Nobody made a single move. No one was running. She didn't hear any footsteps. So I'm just gonna. No, you can't see me. I'm
I have
staring
a
into the
ruler
box.
here. I saw it. It was a It was a millimeter.
Yeah. Oh, really? You put your ruler up on the monitor screen?
Yes, I have a ruler here, guys.
So precise, don't it? Thank you. Well, it is now 5-9, and they did do quite a good bit of damage. So Peek Me Bro are going to have to buy up whatever they can, and that might mean a Spectre, like what Sway's holding right now. Baby Girl, on the other hand, a straight up full buy. They are getting a little bit adventurous the way that Alexi is exploring this entire grassy side, this green hill zone.
But they go back. They do decide to go through C instead. There is a stun just to make sure. If Alexi has already moved forward, then she would be displaced. But Alexi jump peeking does
Saw.
confirm that they're on their way here. They break all of that
my
utility,
God, look at what she
and
does.
Alexi is just waiting here inside the smoke. She's
What?
waiting for the perfect time. She still survives. She uses that smoke
No.
for her to safely cross.
No.
Even gets the second one. And now Mulan is left all alone. She has to bring down Alexi first, right? But Alexi says, no, I get the 3K. She was being sly. She was being so sneaky. Just hiding inside the smoke.
She's a sly fox. Don't it? No. Oh my. This is disgusting. Swiper, no swiping. Alexi. She made use of Sway's fast lane
Enemy remaining.
to circle around the other side. They all
30
thought
seconds left.
that all the players would be on the other side of the site, all the way towards backside, coming in from C-Link, coming in from defender spot. No. Alexi was right around the corner, just waiting for the right time. And here it comes now, the next round. Of course, Peek Me Bro gets to buy up, but Alexi just comes in with the Bladestorm. What is happening?
Yeah, she's just picked up a Bulldog as well. Because she only used that Blade Storm. Gets the first kill, gets away with it, backs away, and goes to B. There is a trade, though, on the map. It's the Killjoy for the Reyna for Baby Girl. But I think in this defensive position, Baby Girl, they have a shot. And Sway here is just waiting for a little bit of a peek here for Centenario. Or probably a little bit of aggression from Alexi. What they don't know is Alexi has actually gone through the sewers. And she is gonna spot Scherzinger, gets the headshot, and the spike is down. Don't leave the launch box, guys.
Uh-oh.
Alexi misses the blade, but for sure the Bulldog shots are gonna miss, right? Skeltra with the first kill. They weren't able
30
to
seconds left.
retrieve the spike at all. They have the site, but no spike.
Oh no. She's gonna play for time too.
This crossfire, though, it's gonna be nasty, even with the turret. That's Terror and
10
Alexi
seconds left.
speaking out. 8 seconds left on the clock. Even another icing on the cake. That alarm bot.
One
It's gonna be
enemy
harder
remaining.
to retrieve. Terror gets the first shot, and Alexi to finally get the kill. And they have 11-year Quack. So fast.
So fast and good, and it just so happened that the lunchbox, like you so aptly named the spike,
One enemy remaining.
was dropped right outside of A sewer, outside of A lobby. Alexi, yet another 30 bomb. The way that she maneuvers around the map, just having the game sense to figure out, not just figure out actually, she's reading her opponents, just kind of anticipating what they would do.
Now there is the blind. I love Depressed Choco. Even though if she was blind, she continued spraying in the hopes of getting a little bit of damage or even a kill. Alexi draws her attention away. She dashes out, but Sway makes sure that Depressed Choco, she's not gonna get anything more. Panda through that door though gets Skeltra. But the rest of Pygmy Bro, they're just staying put. They know that if they push forward without a plan, it's not gonna work.
Just making sure that they don't overcommit. They don't expend any more lives into this cause. More mistakes and it's going to be match point for Baby Girl. Alexi was so careful as well, you know, picking up the Vandal just to toss it back into the B site. Here it comes now, Mulan, neglecting to check the corner. It's going to be Panda with a steal away. Of course, Sway managed to get one as well, going in to check out are these corners
left.
of her own. However, they just might be running out of time, Donut. Great thing is that with 3 players left, it's going to be tougher for you to maintain map control.
But they might just have time here. If they eliminate Panda and the spike goes here on time, but no, they failed to check where Panda is. There is a blind.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm not too sure if there is time. There is
Alexi
Jameis
again.
One enemy remaining.
is able, but no, there's no time for you to plant the spike because Alexi is just gonna mow you down.
What? What? Okay, I need to see the replay.
Yeah, I don't even know where she came from.
She came from C-Link, but the way that she recognizes... Okay, there's this highway that you mentioned before, Donut. This fast lane. And it's just a suggestion to her. It's like, oh, sweet. You smoked off for me, thanks. And Alexi goes through it. She's not gonna be bothered by it. She's not gonna be afraid of getting burned down by Neon's wall. She just goes through and sneaks out on the other side, coming out unscathed. And here it comes now. Same push, straight down B, straight down the middle. And she takes off Mulan. The flank guard gone. The smoker gone now. Sherzinga dead. The spike dropped. Sway and the rest of the gang are just confused. It's match point 2, Donut. Is this gonna be another ace? No way. No.
I mean, there is also that ultimate from Skeltra, but it just reveals her position. There's no way of knowing now. There's no ace, but still, that's a dominating play here. Skeltra still fights back with 2K, and now that's going to be 2 against 1. And the bad thing is, she doesn't have a spike anywhere near her. She has to go through that Cosmic Divide. She throws in that Recon Bolt, but as that smoke, the curtains fall down, Alexi's gonna be here. She spots out Skeltra, now gives that call to Depressed Choco, and Depressed Choco does what she's good at, to take the headshot and take her opponent down. What a way to end it, though. Baby Girl, they're fast and furious.
And gorgeous.
And gorgeous.
13 to
sure.
5. 13 to 5, Donut. This is oh my gosh, just ridiculous, excuse me. 37 kills, another 10 first bloods. I don't know what to say. I want to talk about the other girls, the other players, but Alexi just comes in and steals the show.
Yeah, even her econ rating is very, very high because she only had 8 deaths during that whole game, by the way. A lot of rounds, a total of 18, and you only have 8 deaths and 10 first bloods. Whew, that's some stats right there.
That's some stats.
And I think she's averaged about like 35 kills per match. I haven't seen the first 2 games that but at least the ones that we've casted, she's had 39, 35, and I think 30. or was it a 29? I'm not too sure.
It's like
But
35.
still, her
for you,
average
so. Last
kill
map.
per game is actually around 33 or 32.
Yeah, it's just ridiculously high numbers. But of course, I do want to give credits to a lot of these other players. For some of them, and I think for Peek Me Bro, this means that they don't really get through to the grand finals, I don't think. But the fact that they showed up, the fact that they played, the fact that they kind of showed us what they're capable of. I mean, some of these players like Mulan, being able to lurk on the attacking side, Scherzinger trying to do what she can on Astra as well, and of course Sway just doing her thing, like pushing out a lot of these times. It is impressive, and hats off to them.
Yeah, I mean, they really showed their greatness, especially in the map of Bind, right? You would really see that clear sync between Scherzinger and Mulan, right? When they would try and retake a site when they were defending, and at the same time when Sway was the Raze, you would really see. You can't help but compare two of the duelists together, because when it comes to the entries, that would be a big comparison. But in Bind, right, it was closer to the scores with Sway as opposed to the team of Baby Girl, who is everybody else. They empower Alexi. If you want that 30, yes, let's do everything for you to get that 30. And I think that's just going to be the balance, right? The team play, but are you able to really try and stop the aggression of Baby Girl?
That's right. There's that slight difference, of course, in play styles, and I think leadership styles as well. And that's kind of one of the defining factors, in a lot of these like match-made or pickup game style games, like this showdown, this show match, when you're with teammates that you're not too familiar with, sometimes you need someone who can make do with what they've got, someone who can, make some calls and work around a lot of these external factors just to bring us home to the win. And that's what Alexi did, I think. So great job, but we're going to move on forward because the next match, the next game, our FSL queen comes back in, Donut. If you want to watch that, do not click the X on the browser. We're going to go for a quick break as the rest of the two teams get ready to play in this FSL Valorant Showdown.